Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another day here at the TI10 group stage. I'm ODPixel here with Fogged, and we're going to be ready for our first series of the day very shortly, which is Quincy Crew up against Beastcoast. Now, Fogged, how does sort of day one go for these two teams coming into this game?
Beastcoast looked good. I thought even the games that they played versus Elephant, they were kind of competitive. Elephant, of course, kind of just dominated once it got to the later stages, but the games that they had later versus Secret, super impressive. Beastcoast kind of just outplayed them, especially once it got to the later game. Secret was on a timer. Beastcoast plays super well. Really fun. Quincy, I don't know if we really... I don't know. I feel bad for them because they had LGD as their first match.
Sure.
So it's like, I don't know how much information you're really going to get off that. They tried Treant Protector. Didn't work, but I think we'll start to get some actual info from Quincy today. So
sure, I mean, it's a busy day for them, right? You say three series that Quincy Crew's got today, after just the one they had yesterday. So head-to-head, I mean...
They got a lot of info, right?
I was going to say, what do you expect when you see these two teams clash?
Ooh, I mean, they should know a ton about each other, especially also, sure, Breslau, he's not like Peruvian or anything. He's like a Brazilian guy, but you still have like that little bit of like South American kind of thing. They play with each other a lot, so there should be a lot of just understanding of each other, and I think there's going to be really specific people that they're going to be targeting, and I think he's probably one of them. I think Laszlo is going to get targeted very heavily by Beastcoast, and I think on the side of Beastcoast, I think they're going to look at Whisper.
Yesterday, he popped off yesterday.
Whisper he carried like super hard. He's like Sand King, and he's just landing like 3-man burrow strikes, 4-man burrow strikes, or double burrow strikes every time. Godly epicenters, always in the right place. So, yeah, I think specific players might just get targeted by now, these two teams.
Okay, well, we'll find out very shortly. The draft is just beginning as we will be getting into this first series of the day here on the third stream of the group stages. Of course, much Dota once more to be had across all of the different streams, but if you're here with us, then you're clearly in the best places. We've got Quincy Crew and Beastcoast ready to go up against one another, and as we say, Beastcoast, they're team secret beaters, as they were yesterday. So very excited to see them bring out some more Dota top performance today.
And look at that. Weirdly to say, I mean, I'm going to say weird because if people were glancing yesterday, Mars lost a lot, got picked a lot.
20% win rate, I believe.
And it was across a lot of games. I actually have it all up here. So let's see. Mars, 10 games, 20% win rate.
20%
quite
win
low.
rate.
And KDA, 2.47. Very low as well. So,
but you feel people will ban it because it's one of those heroes that lanes is a little annoying for a tiny in lane.
I get that's the concept that people are looking at least. But.
So you imagine a tiny first pick here for Quincy, or
let's see. Yeah, wouldn't see why not.
Or the Weaver.
Or the Weaver. But I'd imagine the tiny just has better favor.
5 seconds remaining.
Let's see which one of the popular cores they want to go for. And it will be the tiny.
Yeah. So then now it's like, what's your response going to be for Beastcoast?
Is Weaver.
I think tiny's good versus Weaver, but
that's true. True. You feel that out of the two, when a tiny's in the field, it does sort of turn you away from Weaver.
Undying is the one that a lot of people are doing. Undying and Phoenixes. Shaker's is a super popular hero right now too. Oh, that's good. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
so
Tiny hates that.
Annoying. Yep. And this is super strong now. Just from this is a lineup already that's gonna scale really well, but also the early game is always just so obnoxious. Like Fissure and a Gale. Someone's dead in most fights. Like it's an easy combo to always land. Used to be a staple that people looked at even back in Dota 1, like ages ago.
And I guess this just means that for the tiny, it's in those mid-game fights, it's going to be hard to perform until you have a BKB, right?
Pretty much, and you don't really want to get one a lot of times till like way later.
But the Veno does mess you up big time, unless you're somehow, able to have another teammate get rid of the Veno, or you can get sort of the wrap around and catch the Veno before. All the poison and the slows are out there.
They're going to need a second way to like get on top of him easy so that the tiny can just walk up and just like two-shot him. So something else that can get the initiation going. I don't mind even like something. I know you're versus Earthshake already, but Ember is looking really good overall in the tournament. But you don't want to rush it right now.
Quincy Crew's turn to battle.
They'll do the LOA.
I like it. I mean, this is something they loved anyway, and they've been always playing. This is one of the more popular heroes on Quincy Crew, and it now gives some sort of an answer to the Veno, at least something to help the tiny sometime.
Yeah, nice little Dispel just in everything. Combo Breaker versus Earthshaker, Dispel versus Veno, it'll be huge. Yeah, because even if he gets caught in Echo, you just pop ult shield someone.
So. Oh, really nice, really nice, and I think something that Quincy Crew, you'll see this a lot from them. in this tournament.
Yep.
Especially when heroes like Shaker are as popular as they are. These sort of heavy stunners, big lockdown.
10 seconds remaining.
Quincy on the Abaddon, that'll come out every time.
And we'll always see, I think, well, not
5
always, but
seconds
majority of the
remaining.
time, probably 90% of the time, when there's these first two tinies and they want to make it a core, Timber's got to go. He has to leave because you don't max your Q and your W. You go like 1-1-3. You don't have the burst for Timber. You literally give Timber a free lane, free game. And then your strength hero versus Timber saw in the later stages after a free lane Timber. So
Yeah, both these heroes would be pretty useless against it.
yeah. So good ban. Invoker taken out again, even though that hero also, I believe, had a
We've seen you get picked to ban quite a bit, right?
bit of
It's
a
up there.
tough
there.
day as well. Let's see how he ended
But
up.
I can't imagine the win rate's too good.
16%
16%, yeah.
across 6
That's
games.
low.
But very popular hero for the teams. So now they're going to start targeting, it looks like, some of the K1 heroes. So taking out that PL.
10 seconds remaining.
And as for Beastcoast,
5 seconds
see
remaining.
who they want to start targeting now.
I think they can keep their eyes. I think they can keep their focus on the Quinn now because you already know
get rid
the.
of some of his mids.
Yeah, you know that you are.
Quincy Cruz,
Yeah,
turn
get
to
ready like
ban.
that. Ben Lesh. It's a good one. That's one of his most popular. Interesting though, because they banned the PL, but I guess it's like a little bit of mind games that happen, right? You ban the PL, so you're probably like, oh, now they're not gonna think we're gonna pick Lesh, but.
I mean,
Right.
as you said, it's clearly banned because it
10
is one of
seconds
Quinn's
remaining.
favourites.
Yeah.
But does it also say anything about what Beastcoast might want to be drafting?
5
Anything else that the
seconds
Lesh would
remaining.
kind of ruin that they might want to play here?
Well, I mean, I don't know. The PL's already gone. That's usually
Yeah,
the main one.
that's
Maybe a
anything
Naga
else.
Siren, but I don't think that's very likely. I don't know. I know K1 does like to play it, but
Beastcoast,
doesn't seem like the
turn
most
to
favorable.
ban.
I'd rather just see him play one
I
of
mean,
his
are we
big
seeing
cores.
much Naga at all so far? over
We've
day
seen a
one?
couple, yeah.
There was some Naga Siren, yeah.
I think they played it
See, it
yesterday.
seems good.
They had a game
No.
yesterday, yeah, versus Elephant. They did play it. Let me see how that
Oh,
one actually
there definitely could be a chance then.
Yeah, let's see. It was I mean,
They
he
still
ended
go that way?
he ended 0-3 and
10
5 in the
seconds
game
remaining.
yesterday. But it was like a long game. It was like a 40-minute game when he was
5
super
seconds
farmed.
Just farming,
Like
yeah.
32-minute butterfly, 26-minute. Like he was super farmed on this Naga Siren yesterday, but
No, you farm super well.
yeah.
With the illusions and Riptide, it's very nice.
So it could be a possibility. I like the Shadow Demon ban. I think that's always a really good one. You're playing a Baden, one of the worst support heroes to play against. You get disrupted, you literally silence yourself instantly. The two illusions just hit you and you're screwed. Also very good at kiting versus the Tiny. And it is a Beast Coast hero. It's one of their favorites.
And sort of talking about silences. I mean, silencer obviously very strong in pubs right now. Is it just not? It's not the same in at pro level. We're not seeing silencers as a viable pick.
I didn't think that he was going to be super popular here, unfortunately. He got hit by some pretty big nerf hammer, and then
Beastcoast's turn to pick.
it's just such a risk because I think like a lot of people are now
Quincy
talking about is these
Cruz,
37-minute items. Everything counters him. You get a Witchbane, you get a Flicker, you get a Stormcrafter. The global silence is literally worthless at that point.
Yeah,
you know?
that's true.
So
yeah.
you have to play on this like kind of weird timer. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think the hero's super good. Sure, some situations could just be stellar for it. So, but yeah, Lina.
10 seconds
Still safe
remaining.
pick.
5 seconds remaining.
See if Quincy Crew want to bring out Quinn Zero here as well.
You know what shocked me yesterday too? I don't think we had a single Tinker. I think teams
I
are
don't think we did.
maybe saving it.
I don't think we did.
Maybe saving it for a couple of days, but
That would be, definitely not a Tinker game here for Quincy Crew.
yeah. And like the cool thing too is like they pick Lina. TA is still available for Quincy, which is a hero that's really strong, but you're into Veno, so the game would always be a little bit challenging
yeah,
for you.
I
But
feel
you
it'd
have
be
a Baden,
hard.
you've got the shields to remove and help
Sure,
them out.
give you a chance to get the refraction and the blink off.
Because like that lane is, that lane's really, really tough for Lina once you get a couple levels. Sure, Lina can hold her own the first like 3-4 levels.
Quincy
But
Cruz, turn to pick.
they're gonna go for the storm.
Spirit.
So ways to get into the back line. I like that. That's the thing that can just bypass to get to the Veno, right? Then
Yeah,
you kill
you
the
don't
Veno,
care about the slow.
You give the Tiny a free actual team fight then. So
Yeah, and it's again just one of the cores that they like playing when they have a Baden.
Yeah.
You're going to be bailed out.
10 seconds
You
remaining.
will be able to zip away. Obviously, the lane not too much fun before the 6 against Lina.
5 seconds remaining.
But it's going to be a matchup that Quinn's played hundreds of times, and it is one of those heroes that can shove waves and clear the small camp.
Yep.
So
Always gotta
should be
watch
able to
out
keep up
for.
and farm.
Shaker Lina, quite a bit of stuns that can definitely come into play. But yeah.
Yeah,
Baden,
I mean, LOA is going to be there backing him up.
Yeah.
Beastcoast's turn to pick.
And a Mirana. Okay.
Oh, it's going to be good for the disengage. You get caught in sort of the team fight with the Venom and the Shaker. If Iban's able to pop the time and get someone out with the shield, pop the Moonlight Shadow, might be able to head out there.
Bit of a usually don't feel like I'm going to see the Mirana like that when I'm not seeing like the easiest ways to set up. Sure, you have Avalanche, you have Vortex to try to set up for arrows, but usually it's like you have Ember, you got Slight Chains, you got a Bane. So it looks like a little bit harder to set up those arrows. Maybe they're going to go for something like a Sand King for the offlane so that they have a nice like duo pairing.
There's going to be
imagine.
some hard stun on the offlane here.
I think they need one. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool to just see that. But I do like the Moonlight Shadow versus Veno is always nice. Just trying to get in there, so that's definitely a good point.
And what do we expect here from Beastcoast? Whose pick are they going to want to save till last?
Do they even want to save the Hector hero? Yeah, okay. So they go for the Ogre. Another little stun, obnoxious. We've been seeing this hero more and more. It seems to be a lot more popular. Seems to be pretty decent. Super annoying to lane against, too. Mirana, what the hell are you going to do? You hit him, he does not care. So.
It's a little interesting they still go for it, I feel, when there is the Abaddon, right? I think one of the things that is super strong about this hero in the mid game is just this Ignite. And there is going to be a hero taking that off, who you're throwing out. Obviously, the hero has a lot of other strengths, but definitely one of the big things that we saw being very effective about him, that super long duration Ignite. Quincy crew do have a counter.
And knowing the way Beastcoast is, it's probably going to be more of like this bloodlusting Ogre, actually. Just literally falling around K1, right?
That's true.
That's just the style for them.
Yeah,
they've got to just make K1 farm like a beast, so...
What's K1 sort of sticking with nowadays?
That's Sven's. He played like the Naga yesterday, too. It's his usuals. He played 2 Sven games yesterday, Gyro. So, Gyro looks fine.
Yeah,
Tiny's a little kind of a little burst actually.
Quincy
I think Gyro's okay. I mean, you've got enough heroes to keep the Tiny off you.
Yeah, you've got protection.
Look at these four. Try running at the Gyro when there's an Ogre, Lina, Veno, or Shaker in the neighborhood. They should be able to provide enough space for a Gyro to be able to sit in a good position and get his toolkit off in a team fight.
It's like, or do they want some super carry like a Medusa?
10 seconds remaining.
Do they want some super kind of late game guy
5
that just
seconds remaining.
takes majority of the space of the map, since they have a lot of playmakers right now with like Lina and Earthshaker?
Yeah, and I mean, I know it's not great, but we did see, obviously, was it IG try it yesterday, and it's one of K1's best. I feel like against these heroes like Tiny, Wraith King, conceptually, it should be good, right? You're not going to die in the burst.
It's his hero.
And it is his hero, but it's just a question of, do Beastcoast, I mean, K1, if anyone's going to pick it, you would think K1 would. And but as we said, we did see it picked yesterday. Didn't look too great. Super farmed, but couldn't carry the game. I feel like in previous patches, this would be a prime point for K1 to play as Wraith King.
Yeah. So they banned the Sand King.
5 seconds
So that's
remaining.
the best pairing with the Mirana that you usually can find. I think Tidehunter is actually not that bad still. It's still in the pool. That hero is owning right now too.
Turn to pick.
But yeah, it's top win rate, really.
So I don't mind if they just Tidehunter. But they're gonna so they'll just I can't believe Lycan's actually still in the pool. So we've got the Lycan Tiny. We've got the Bit Tiny again that's gonna come at some point.
Oh, that's true.
So we saw that yesterday in the OG series. They lost, but they were playing. Against...
I don't think you can. I don't think you play Wraith King now. Then, if this is gonna be coming at you as fast as it is,
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. You've got to have something that can brawl and
5
fight.
seconds remaining.
Gyro it's just a question if they feel they can keep the Gyro safe enough. And
now it doesn't look like it. Now I don't
heroes
like it as
just
much,
charging at you.
Yeah.
There's only going to be so much the team can hold back. You've got to have something a little bit more sturdy.
Yeah, I mean the bans I think we're in point. Quincy's the Sven and the Naga Siren. I think those are the two that they're more than likely looking at. So time's gonna tick. I want them to have like a super, someone that's really gonna carry. Because I know I know Chris Luck's gonna scale, but okay.
Now select
All right,
your hero.
That can do it.
The answer to the Tiny, a solid silence as well. They can lead him with one of the stuns. And
he's got Veno.
LOA's got to be careful how he steps up if he gets caught in the silence.
The biggest thing I see is the Venomancer. If Whisper gets to have a good game and he gets some like 3-man Veno ult inside a team fight, K1 is gonna go absolutely crazy.
I like this.
So.
Yeah, this is.
And it's a hero that can also. So like we were talking about like Moonlight Shadow disengage. Now if you drop too low, not going to be able to disengage versus the Bloodseeker. That's a cool pick. I like that.
It's a really good pick. It is a really good pick, and as you say, Beast Coast style, it looks pretty scary. Sure, Quincy crew, they've got that, as you said, the strong combo. They get that 5th pick Lycan, but I would even go as far as to say I think Beast Coast, we might have forgotten about it. I don't think Beast Coast did. I don't think they're here like, oh, we forgot about Lycan. I think it was part of their plan, and they feel that they have the preparations to deal with a Lycan here.
Ooh, this looks like a spicy one. This looks fun, honestly. This looks very 50-50 for me. I like Beast Coast's approach. I think this Bloodseeker is a pretty cool one. The scaling from Quincy is really strong, though. The Tiny Storm Lycan like this is going to get really... Even in the early game, they've got good pressure, but late game, they've got really good ways to split push, also really good ways to scale.
I don't know. I feel that the setup for the Bloodseeker and just the numerous ways that K1 can pop off in the team fight. I gotta say I like Beast Coast.
I think I like Beast Coast a little. I think I do too. Just because their fight.
Quincy.
I think their fight in the early and mid game is gonna be just a little bit stronger. Like if it gets to late game and Beast Coast isn't leading, I think then Quincy probably has a good chance to take it. But I think if Beast Coast just takes like mid game fights, their mid game fights just look so much better. They have so much team fight on their team. Earthshaker, Venom,
ready to rumble?
Naturally is gonna be built in to make it easier. Lacking some push for sure.
It feels good to be this good.
Sure, but you know these guys. They don't want to push. They just want to kill people, and they've got the heroes to do that. Lots of stun, a lot of burst. Mid game's going to get rather messy. See how well Quincy crew can avoid it. We do have LOA on his signature, the Abaddon.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to come out with some pretty close saves. A lot of people. We're going to have a lot of spells thrown at them this game from Beast Coast.
Wait, what is this cheering? Do you hear it too?
Yeah, look.
We got the crowd. The crowd's going wild right now.
What is that?
I guess if you click it, right? People clicking it.
How do I do that?
I think if people click it, the crowd goes wild.
Oh, really? Is that a new thing? Was that there yesterday?
I did not hear it yesterday, but it's very loud. I'm not gonna lie.
Just keep on clapping, everybody. Everybody clap. Thank you. Yes, I'm here all week. Thank you, everybody. Yes, thank you. Great to see you at the back there. Beautiful. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you could turn up. Yep, lovely to see you as well. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's calm down now. Let's begin the game. Thank you.
Someone removed all my hotkeys from my Oxygen. I can't move my camera.
Woo!
My camera's not working.
Let's go! Quincy crew versus Beast Coast.
Let's go.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so it looks like what? Did Ogre kill a wolf? I believe he did. He killed us. Jesus.
Woo!
I was distracted by the cheering.
I love the cheering. Let's go! Come on, yeah! That's right. I want to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, Quincy crew versus Beast. I know you're excited.
Just keep going.
I can hear you're excited. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Stinger. Yeah! Oh, Stinger on the Ogre. Love it. We got Stinger on the Ogre. Ladies and K1 on the Bloodseeker. Oh,
that was a little bit less. I guess they're more hyped up for Stinger.
Sorry, they're Stinger fans in today. Chris, look on the mid. Against Quinn.
Couple claps.
What we got down bottom? We got Schofield on the Shaker. Whisper on the Venom. LOA on the Abaddon. Yawa on a carry. Tiny. Top lane. Leslau AFK at the moment. Actually AFK.
Wait, he's actually AFK. Oh no, he's using his wolves. He's He's microing.
Okay.
He's pulling the wave.
He's not AFK. Don't worry. He's not AFK.
And Stinger can't believe it.
Yeah. Here we go. Leslau. Stinger.
That was nice. Really nice play by Leslau. Love that. Bit of a weak lane here at the start, so always being able to do that. Pulling lanes is always just the best thing you can do. How's mid gonna be? Mid should be pretty trade-off between them two, and also we see the Sentry. So actually, we should see the Lina pull ahead. We should see Chris Luck have a good time.
We should, yeah. On the first level, few levels for sure. Before Quinn has the burst built up and can shove the lane back as easily. And he's gonna have to bring out the regen as well. It's gonna be a lot of harassment here from Lina.
And let's see how they're able to do bottom. This Earthshaker and Venomancer. I don't know if they're gonna be able to apply much pressure on T-War at all. I think Whisper's gonna have a really tough time down here.
Yeah.
They're gonna just have to like pull waves as much as possible. Scofield's gotta get some better mana so they can actually fission waves. So now he has nothing. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, it's hard for these two to trade here, at least on the first level. So the CS at the moment in the mid, pretty even here. Quinn's doing a good job of shoving back against Chris Luck. Not getting forced too much out of lane. Oh, easy courier here for Schofield.
Killed.
Goodbye to your gloves of haste, Jawar. And Jawar also out of regen. How much regen have they got in the lane? Has LOA still got? He's still got
He's
6
still got
stacks.
plenty,
He's going to
yeah.
be able to fuel Jawar up if the harassment gets too heavy here.
One of the couriers bringing up. We got Windlace for LOA, so he's going to be able to stick onto the Veno easier, get that proc going onto him. Schofield's going to kill the courier, though, before it gets to him, so no Windlace for LOA.
Yeah, Schofield doing great here on the courier sniping.
That deep ward that they've placed, MSS up top, we'll be able to get a courier as well, leap out of that blood right. And we are seeing Laszlo, it's just the standard rush for these Lycans. Straight into Dominator, naked items into Helm of Iron Will. Should be able to sustain decently. Not a lot of last hits on him right now, though, so both offlaners look to be suffering.
I think he get LOA hit. He's sort of playing with them.
So Quinn has dewarded his pull, or dewarded his small camp, and he's pulling a little bit ahead of the Lina for the time being, but Lina does have a stack because she had her pull open before, so yeah, same thing. Still should see Crystallock pull ahead a little bit of that. That's bottom. The thing that Quincy does have to be careful of is getting double galed. That's the biggest thing. If you get double fissured into a double gale, you can only remove one. That's where it's likely that one can go down.
No, indeed. LOA might have to give his life to keep Jawar alive.
And losing the couriers is extremely significant right now. Like, look at these two. Jawar has his starting items, same as LOA. The couriers just have to try to make their way out of here. Otherwise, this is going to start to be a bit too much pressure for the Tiny to take.
But the crowd goes wild. I don't know what they're going wild for.
I don't know.
What's happening?
It's you.
The Radiant Courier respawned. He's back, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You love him. Yes, he's here.
He's a good guy.
Crystallock just got a water rune. The crowd goes wild. Oh,
Quinn.
see ya. Oh,
He's good.
yeah, that deserves a clap.
That gets a clap.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, what we got here? Bottom, Whisper. And he's doing a better job of forcing them out now. Hey, what happened now?
I have, dude, what is going on with this crowd thing?
They're so hyped up today. We got many series ahead of us. I hope the crowd can keep this up all day.
LOA getting blocked off. Veno wards.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh. And what's happening here? Sting up. Run down MSS. Many leaps and they're ready. He's going to be fine.
They're not slowing down K1 at all, though. They can't in this lane either, so it's just going to be that kind of trade fun. But it will be a Dominator finished any second now, or about 500 gold there for Laszlo.
Dude, look, it's the Beastcoast fans going wild.
On mine is the Quincy crew.
What?
My Beastcoast one's just like broken. Oh
No,
no,
yours, yeah, it's the Beastcoast ones going wild here. I mean, I guess they're up less than 1k. They're up something, but I'd say it's pretty close right now here in the laning stage. Nobody's died yet.
Crystallock is farming a triple small camp, triple stacked small camp right now.
Oh, damn,
That's
look at
pretty
that.
exciting.
That's probably what they're hyped up about. That is
Look
very,
at this
very
Dragon
juicy.
Slave. Look at that.
I just can't wait to hear the crowd pop off when we get first blood.
I can't even think with this crowd right now.
Nothing's
the crowd
happened
is
yet.
just distracting me too much.
I love it.
Do we have any stacks yet? Has MSS got any going? He's got an ancient stack. I think he was stacking a hard camp. Quinn is already 6. So both mid laners 6. Very slow paced game.
Yeah.
550. The crowd's going wild, but we have 0 kills.
I mean, Beastcoast is at 1k. I mean, where are we seeing that happen the most? I guess top lane, Laszlo not having quite as much farm as that on the other side of the map, but yeah, very close.
Top rune. Quinn's got it secured.
LOA. So you're going to be in trouble here. Fish is out. That's going to be first blood for Crystallock.
Then the crowd does not go wild.
No, I guess it's a crowd of Quincy crew fans. Like, oh, everyone's gone quiet. Come on, crowd.
Very good laning start here for Beastcoast. I think kind of expected lanes though. I think the top and the mid you'd expect to go this way, just because the setups. I don't know how likely you can actually shut down the Bloodseeker, as the Ogre will get caught though. Stinger. Nice arrow. Great body blocks as well.
Now between the two of the mids, back him up. What? He's going to need some backup. He's getting it. Away. TPing over. Pressure's certainly starting to build up on this bottom lane now.
Catapult's going to get taken out right away though. Going to get pretty much no damage onto this tower. Down bottom. We already have Arcane Boots finished up onto Schofield, by the way. Nice and early for him, so that's going to be good for him to move between his lanes, give any of these 3 heroes, man. It's going to be really useful. And he's already starting to place deep sentries. He's blocking camps.
he's getting right in on their side of the
Yep.
map, and not really too much Quincy can do about it at the moment. MSS still with his eyes up top. K1 cleaning up a bit of a stack here. Javelin done.
Same thing for Quinn, farming up a stack. Going for that Soul Ring that we've seen popularized so much now lately again.
Radiant's
Everyone
middle
just thinks
tower
Soul Ring's
is
broken.
under attack.
Over here now.
Continue pings down bottom. Yeah, Schofield really wants to go down it.
They're trying to get the double gales. Yeah, they got it this time. But under the tower, of course, they can't take advantage of it. Top, Rupture, Laszlo.
Oh, underneath the tower, they'll dive in, get the kill. K1 and Stinger. Not a lot that MSS can do when his core's getting dove like that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, and I have a dumb question for you in a second.
Oh,
How do I make the camera not be locked in place? I know you remember how to fix that, right?
Wait, hang on. Oh, Quinn. He's going to be... Oh, they're trying to burst him with a Laguna, but he's tanky.
He has
Strength
got
checks.
strike. That's
Yeah.
the Soul Ring too. You know, look at how much HP he does have because of it, and
Six
5
strength,
extra,
2 armor.
5 extra stats from his Ocean Heart as well.
Dire are
But what do you mean
scanning.
camera locked?
I can't move my. You know what I mean?
Radiant's middle tower
You use the
is under
mouse. What are you
attack.
using the arrow keys? What do you mean? Oh, you literally can't move the camera?
literally locked. I've been watching yours.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. There you go.
No, no worries. So early game still, I mean, slow, but Beastcoast coming out ahead of it. Quinn.
Oh.
Quinn's having a good start though, which is exactly what I think that Quincy Crew does want to have, because he has to be the one to get into that Venomancer so that the Tiny can have a good mid game. So that's really important.
He wants to do something top here, Quinn. Maybe see if they can find K1, but no, K1's out of it. Stinger, he's going to look to back him up down bottom. Still want to try and take away this tier 1 tower. Out of the way, he knows he's hiding. Whisper and Schofield are on the hunt for him. He's on the way. He has it for 6, so he'll certainly be able to live for quite a bit, but I don't know if he's going to get any backup here. Might just be a slow death for LOA down on this bottom lane.
They don't want to send anyone down here. This is the death zone. So sack him. It's taking them some time though. He's doing a good job. He's keeping the tower alive for some time. And there is a Lina that's going to come down as well to just ensure that this tower does get brought down.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of these boots of travels. Leon Whisper, nice little veil picked up early, 1,000 gold already.
Dire's middle tower
Oh, Quinn.
Radiant's
Trying to
bottom
dodge the
tower
silence
is
there.
under
Doesn't
attack.
quite manage to do so. Still not under any threat. Feels very strong with the HP that he does have. No room for him. The illusion. His tower's gone. Yeah, we'll see Chris Luck
Radiant's
going to put this
bottom
pressure on
tower
around the
has
map.
fallen.
Leslau. Space continues to be out for him top. They haven't done a good time. We'll check out the net worth now. There's Chris Luck at the top.
Yeah. And this is a really good pace start, because as we said, I do feel like the Beastcoast, if they get the ball rolling, I don't know if Quincy Crew's ever going to be able to take a head-on fight with them.
I mean,
Like, their
they're
team
killers.
fight is just way too strong. Their catch is too easy.
That's
Like we
it.
said, this Earthshaker Venom, it's like you walk into it, you're dead. It doesn't even matter if you're in a bad, you're going to get caught, you're going to get killed.
Yeah, these heroes can take over the map pretty easy.
Yeah.
I mean, Quinn's obviously having a good game, but you know, one stun, if he gets caught in sort of the midst of it all, they will be able to take him out. They do need a lot of them, of course, though. We've seen 2 heroes hasn't really been enough. Bottom lane, Quinn sees the opportunity to get in on Whisper. Knows that Beastcoast have made the move over to mid. Knows that Whisper's alone. He'll get himself the solo kill, Quinn.
Is under attack.
Does get ulted up, so he's going to have to go back to base, and that's going to make we're going to watch K1. Watch his blood
Oh!
start, but they actually get the setup.
Oh, they've got him. Quinn's dead.
Stayed.
He did. He tried to kill a few creeps on the way out, and that brought more than enough time, of course, for Chris Luck to head over.
I can't believe he stayed down there. I thought he would know that they were going to be making the move down there immediately. That's like the death zone. But I guess he is trying to make the space for your ward to just sit around the triangle.
What's up? Arrow in from MSS. Nicely set up. K1's gone down.
Beautiful arrow.
I shake your
Sets up nicely there behind the tree, and K1's not ready for it.
Good scouting too. That was mostly from Laszlo using wolves to scout, so they had the information of where he was. Click it though. Immediately toward the mid lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
See if Quincy can actually look to take the fight. I really don't think that they want to take any type of head-on engagements. I think it's all going to be pickoffs until they feel like they're tiny, until Yawar says, hey guys, I can start getting involved in this. 'Cause, yeah, that just does not feel like what their lineup is good against, especially with what they're up
Dire's
against.
top tower
I'm wondering if we're going to see a mech picked up early on Beastcoast, because I feel like Quincy's damage is just really lackluster. And yeah, Whisper's actually got pretty much finished mech done. I think this is going to cause a lot of problems, because I'm seeing a lot of damage issues for Quincy crew as this early game continues.
I don't know, these fights the Beastcoast are going to bring, it's just going to be so much more than LOA can really save everyone against.
Yeah, and Hector's just freely farming at a much faster pace than the Tiny is for now. Yawar will start to catch up now that he's got the Echo, and he's starting to get more opportunities to hit the jungle, because as we see, look at all these sentry wards that we've seen the LOA place. He's just trying to de-ward camps inside of his own jungle to make it safe. He must have spent like all of his gold on sentries so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sentries on the map.
They're pretty much completely filled up. Top lane. Let's get the catch on Schofield whilst he's farming in that wave. Same time, Beastcoast, they're putting on the pressure mid. Chrysler's got a DD. Goodbye to the tier 1 tower.
That was much more valuable for Beastcoast there. It's a kill that you have to do for Quincy, because whenever you see these Earthshakers just sitting in the safe lane, you're like, all right, guys, we don't want to give him this free blink, so we have to make a move. But Beastcoast uses that space to quickly take tier 1 mid, and now the whole enemy jungle is open for them.
And you like this from Chrysler as well? Bot straight into the BKB so he can fight.
Absolutely. This is a really common build we've been seeing now on these Linas. It's perfect this game. I have no idea how the hell they're going to kill him. They have to have like a Blink Dagger on Tiny, but you can't go Blink Dagger this game because you're versus Venomancer. So it's going to be really hard to get on top of the Lina to be able to burst her down quick enough.
Yeah, Chrysler feeling very, very strong right now. Can go anywhere he wants on the map. Top lane Schofield has the Blink farm looking, 1500 on it.
When's you are gonna feel like you can actually get involved? Is it just gonna be when he has Shadow Blade, I guess? He's got Church Echo, but this is a hard game because of the Venomancer for him. I mean, even the Bloodseeker too. If he shows up in a fight, he's just gonna get ruptured.
So it's really going to be down to LOA, the saves that he makes.
And it's not going to be easy with how much gold, like as we mentioned, like he's not going to have items. He's having to spend so much as his 5 position. He's never going to have anything to make his job easier to get in range, like an Aether Lens or something like that. Sure, he's got the Keen Optic, which is really nice, but yeah, in some of these situations, he might not be in range to help out Quinn or to help out Leslau, because those heroes are going to be going in for the back line. Very farm-oriented game though from Quincy. 5 to 5.
Radiant are
now,
scanning.
Beastcoast have calms things down themselves as well. For now, I mean, just waiting on these upcoming timings. Yeah, this next Creep Wave and Schofield, he'll have to blink for the next fight.
Schofield blink. They'll have BKB on Lina, and I mean, K1's just going to be level 2. He's going to be 12. Not many big item afterwards yet, but they're in perfect places to fight. I don't know. This is going to be really challenging fights here for Quincy. The mech on Whisper too. He's going to be very durable. 1400 HP on this Venomancer without even including the mech heal.
The prize is mine.
So Quinn can find anything. I mean, they've smoked up the 3 of them, but it'll be very hard to punish Beastcoast here. Maybe K1 wanders over a little too closely on his own. As the rest of Beastcoast will take down another tower. Chrysler is just going to head back to base, get that item picked up.
They're getting outmaneuvered on the map. And now look, they're already setting up for bottom. Leslau's here to try to push, but Ogre TP's tier 2, Vano TP's tier 1, and Lina already, Chris Luck had already TP'd base and is starting to make his way down. So Beastcoast is going to look for this fight. Blink Dagger, as you mentioned, coming out onto Schofield.
They're looking at mid, but making a move onto K1 will be very difficult. In fact, Quinn, he's going to go for the high ground. He's going to try and start things on the Chrysler, but Chrysler with the BKB, he's ready to fight. They've got to run on Quincy crew. LOA gets caught by the Light Strike Array, will pop the borrowed time, but they'll look to chase another sentry down, Rupture as well. LOA, he'll try and run, but there's no escape from this. Beastcoast, they'll finish off the Abaddon.
He just got the BKB too, right? Like the immediate timing he gets it, it ends up saving his life, because he would have died to the chain stun if he did not have it. What's up? Gotta be careful how much you give, how many of these Dominator creeps you give. This one, I guess, the home of the Overlord, but look at this. Like he's just, that's
250 gold.
That's the 2nd or 3rd one I think I've seen killed already. So it's a lot of gold that is going the way of Beastcoast. Blink has been revealed, so they should be aware that Schofield has that. So Quinn has to be very careful of his positioning when he does go for zipping. And he has to be careful not to be stationary. He has to do the zip, zip, zip hit, zip hit. He cannot like just stand still and attack inside of these fights until he actually has good awareness of where Schofield is. with the DD rune. Looks like they are attempting to try to go for this Roche.
Alright, this is a sneaky one. Not
With a bat
too slow, yeah, with
the wolf, yeah.
And the Lycan in his army.
Pretty good.
It has been scanned. Beastcoast there. I've got the blink slam on Shaker.
They have crazy team fight.
Stinger's going to look to waltz in and try and start the information off, but he will get very quickly burst. He's going to buy back.
But he gave the info, and that's the 5 position. He's like, I don't care if I die like that. Now we know. Now we force them out.
Tries to smoke to reset and maybe go for the big wrap around themselves, Quincy Crew, as they come around through the mid.
Yeah.
Who's going to start things off? Whisper trying to set up the info here with Plague Wards. LOA also throwing his body in, so he can give them the information. Quincy Crew smoke. Still got a pretty good duration left on it.
They're getting pushed out of the pit themselves.
Beastcoast is going to try and finish it off. As Quinn is in, he's out.
He has to be careful. He's trying to force some type of like panic BKB from Crystallock, but they're just going to walk in and take it.
They get it. Quinn has to back out of it. Beastcoast just at this stage with the heroes they have and the strength that they do, Quincy Crew can't quite fight them. They know that. They don't really even try for the steal there on the
Look at K1, even ruptures the helm of the Overlord, but yeah, Leslaw's like, nice try, buddy. Just grabs a new creep. K1 always loves using ults on creeps. They're still hunting for this wolf, though.
Hey,
Crystallock?
Speedy.
It feels good to be this good.
Crystallock could catch him here.
It's not off the mark.
He's going to try for the TP out, but Schofield! Oh!
He didn't get it. Wow. Okay.
I guess was not entirely sure if he was still in the trees. Maybe it headed over the lane, but yeah, Schofield missing the opportunity there to stop that TP.
He had his Tumbler's toy too. I think he could have Tumblered. He would have potentially had a better chance to get him there, but either way, maybe didn't. Like he could have just echoed, but probably was like, you know what? Let's just hold on to it because we're in such a good spot.
Well, they will get the kill on mid. Stinger was on his own, but again, kill on a support, but taking a lot of damage on a tier 2 here. It's probably going to go down. Yeah, Crystallock and Whisper, they're not going anywhere. They'll happily take this trade again, Beastcoast.
Quincy's just trying to play their own game. They're trying to get to the point where, as we mentioned, their late game very strong, but this mid game, it's just too problematic for them. So they have to avoid the majority of these team fights. So getting those small pickups can be decent, and it still is close, right? Less than 2K lead. Now they will lose their outpost, but.
Try and come back over here and see if they catch Quincy Crew on the way out, but they have managed to back off in time.
Leslaw's being very annoying with his wolves. I've been seeing him just sending them on Schofield, just keeping one, move clicked on him, so he just keeps positioning. He keeps knowing exactly the positioning of this Earthshaker. Love when we see these Lycans scouting. We see again, look at the mid wolf scouting out, looking around for this Earthshaker, just trying to give some information for his team.
This will be the power spike for Quincy Crew, of course, when they have the Ags on Lycan and the BKB on Tiny.
I love when people do this too. I don't see too many of the Lycans do it, but you send the Wolf and then you use Howl, and it pushes the creep wave. You don't even have to attack it, because the Howl applies around where the Wolves are, so it just gives -5 armor to the whole creep wave, and then your creep wave pushes it, so yeah, a lot of little fun things. Crystallock is on Blink. That's cool. Bit different.
Top tower is under attack.
Let's see what they can get with the smoke
Radiant
there.
structures
I want
are
to
fortified.
get some use out of the Aegis, as far as I say. There you go. K1 and Whisper were pushing top.
Echo! Fissure!
They've found Quinn. They've got Quinn. They've got the lockdown on LOA as well. He's out with the Moonlight Shadow. A sentry down, and Crystallock's going to continue to chase.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But, no further catch or detection. So LOA gets away, but of course they got the one that was the big one, Quinn. Of course, whilst that was happening, K1 and Whisper just could keep putting the pressure on top.
Yeah, keep slowing down Yawar, who's he's catching up in net worth, but he's still about 1,500, 1,600 behind that Bloodseeker. It's such a quiet game. 0-0-1 for the Tiny.
He's just been hitting the creeps. What does it say? When he has the BKB.
That's what we did mention. It's the big
the
timing.
Ags.
He needs the BKB of this game to walk in versus. So. But they're losing a lot of map control from the way that Beastcoast has been playing. Because Beastcoast is just, they're playing in a really good understanding of how strong their draft is here at this point. And I love the itemization. I think Whispers is my favorite itemization that they've got so far. Just Veil, Solar, Mech, no funny business, super tanky, super strong inside the team fights to buff up his teammates.
Dire are scanning.
Still a minute left on that Aegis too.
this tier 2 tower is just not being held onto by Quincy Crew.
Schofield's sick and tired of the wolves. He bought a gem. He's like, all right, enough of this. I don't need no wolves clicking on me. I don't need my blink canceled by a wolf in a fight. And they're going high ground.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, they know that they've been taking these towers and there's not been much of a response. Ooh, Quinn!
That's a risky
that
play
was
right
very
there.
risky
Whoa.
there. Oh. He does get in and get out. These towers are falling. They have to turn up and fight. Not really been able to do so far, Quincy Crew. Whoa, they did try there. Schofield, seeing if he get the timing with the Fisher. I mean, and that's the range rack's gone.
That's just they're just giving the racks.
I mean, they know that until that time, and the BKB on your war,
but like
and the Axe on Lycan.
But giving a full racks, I don't know.
They can't fight him. They're going to put all their... Oh, Chris, he's going in.
Just luck. And he's got BKB. He feels so safe. He's like, please start a fight on me.
And they can't stop it.
Get a racks.
Rack's gone. They're going all in on those item timings. They don't want to try. They don't want to risk throwing away more than just the racks at this point.
And that's when Echo Slam was on cooldown. Right? Like that's insane. Now the next fight's like, okay, now you have to fight an Echo again. So I guess Quincy Crew is just really looking to play around that late game timing with the Aghanims on the Wolf, with the BKB on the Tiny, and just kind of look to bite the Tiny and hope that he can just carry the game for them, because right now it's just looking very problematic for them.
Yeah, the Beastcoast is just playing this very smart.
Yep.
Low kill game, only 7-7.
Most one we've had.
And it has been very much a case of, Quincy Crew avoiding these situations. But Beastcoast, they're getting a lot out of the map because of it. They're getting a solid hold on the game. K1 hit level 18.
The Beastcoast is looking to fight again. Look at this. The K1 is top net worth. He is massive, almost level 18. And they're smoked. They're going to look to catch somebody. Let's see.
Just start things like, they're going to go on two different
go
targets here. Slams down. Quinn, he will have enough to get away. Only MSS to fall there. Bit of a split initiation.
Good way to make the Abaddon feel a little worthless, right? Abaddon has to shield one of the targets. He dies anyway. They don't get the high priority one. And okay, Wolf Axe is online. We've got BKB on Yawar. Quincy Crew, if any time is your time to shine, it's this one.
If he comes into the fight, Yawar bitten, and with the BKB popped and...
Oh, he can't fight yet, actually. He needs Shard. I didn't notice he didn't buy it yet.
How far
I thought he already had it. He's like 500 over.
All right. Okay.
So once you get the
but
Shard, then they gotta go.
If that fight doesn't go great, then it's kind of like back to the drawing board, right, for Quincy Crew. The plan for this game just didn't work out. So
Absolutely.
we'll see. We'll see if it's going to be enough to swing this around, because so far, Beast Coast, full speed ahead from them.
Yeah, but just going to be super difficult for them to focus fire on any of these targets. It's like Schofield, sure. Schofield on the Ogre will die very easily, Stinger. But yeah, the 3 cores are extremely difficult for Quincy Crew to kill. Just extremely difficult for them to get on top of them. And they just keep tanking up. Look at K1, he even understands. Doesn't buy anything, he buys a Vanguard as his next item. So kind of weird, but look at his HP pool now.
Yeah, BKB mounts a Vanguard.
Yeah, he's very tanky. This Tiny is probably going to have some trouble beating him down. And then he's going to go for Abyssal, so he'll have BKB piercing disable as well. Looking clean, very clean from Beast Coast this game.
What was the next call there for Beast Coast? Do they run it down mid? Are they going to wait for the next Aegis? How?
Map control till Aegis, but if Quincy Crew comes out to fight you, you can take a fight as long as you're healthy on mana. I think this is very ideal for them. They just have to watch out for side lane push, because there is still that factor from the Lycan Helm of the Overlord. We see that Ancient Thunderhide bottom. Pretty hard.
Time's just flying out for Chris Luck. 3k gold at the moment.
What's he got now? Oh, he is going to go the Silver Edge too. Okay. So now Abaddon's going to have to watch out in some situations also. Can just get popped. And let's see, let's really see if that Wolf Bite Tiny's going to be able to do it. Because it really doesn't feel like it at this point right now. Because I feel like he's going to run around and he's going to get ruptured, and then he's just not going to be able to do anything in the fight. So I think looking at K1, priority target #1 is Tiny to get that rupture onto him.
I mean, here it is. Here's the attempt from them.
Let's see what they can do. I think Beast Coast can look to take this fight.
Oh, Quinn. Quinn's in. Head straight up, but he's caught by the Fisher. Into the Light Strike Array. Oh, he will be able to manage to get out there with the Illusion Rune. They turn their attention over towards Stinger. Here we go. Yawar is ready to go to town. He's been able to take down one Chris Luck with the movement speed. Those into the trees. He is away. K1 also is going to be more than okay here. They get a couple of kills. But not necessarily the two big ones thereafter at K1 or Chris Luck.
No.
But we did seize the potential, of course. You know, Yawar, once bitten, he's in there and he's hitting hard.
And they were there as a unit. All 5 heroes immediately there. Beastcoast trickled in kind of one by one, so they got caught off guard a little bit there. Chris Luck still hunting.
Roshan just under a minute here for the respawn. And
very lucky.
Yeah.
Very nice timing there for Beastcoast.
it is indeed. Oh, Quinn.
Quinn?
Oh, he wants this kill on Schofield, but he's gone pretty deep. He's going to go for the TP,
Quinn?
but they've got stuns, and he's not got buyback. Oh,
And Roche is going to respawn in 36.
That was an incredibly risky play, and it did not pay off. That was pretty wild there from Quinn. That's going to hurt. He's not going to be up for the Roshan.
No.
Not going to be up for the Roshan.
How much does he give, too? He gives a pretty decent amount of gold. And what, K1 got it, too. So is that his... that's going to be his Basher done, too. So he's got another really good item to actually stand toe-to-toe versus Tiny. Hold him in place.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, that's definitely one of those moves you make. You know, it's a game 9 for 9. It's been slow. It's a lot of patience, and sometimes you can't just keep that patience up. Quinn just feels the urge to go and try and take what he assumes to be an easy kill on Schofield, but not the case at all.
No, and now Roche is up. I think that the Wolf saw it for a second. Yeah, they're going to smoke immediately. Let's see if they can set up for that battle. There is no Venom ult, but it's up in about 10 seconds. Rupture also up in about 8 seconds, so they will have it ready for the fight.
I don't know. Can they do anything in time here, Quincy crew? Quinn
jumps and uses his whole mana pool.
That is everything.
He used everything.
Let's see what the rest of the team can do. You what? BKB up. He's ready to try and run down Whisper. It's going to be fine for now with the Ghost Scepter. Can they actually even kill him? They're trying to chase him. Whisper.
They're on Yawar.
He's living for a long time here. Yawar gets taken down through that whole duration that LOA's trying to chase, and LOA also to fall as Chris Luck quickly cleans him up. Stinger, he doesn't even die. He's going to be healed up by the mech. He'll live. Back to the roast they go. Only losing the one there.
MSS is also going to die. He's getting chased. K1, he's on him. Oh boy, a disaster for Quincy again as Quinn just used his whole mana pool to jump into the pit, and he literally did nothing else afterwards. I don't even think he got a Vortex off or a single hit in the fight.
I think frustrations are showing here for Quinn.
He did 87 damage in the fight. Yawar did 2,600. We look at Bloodseeker did 6,000 damage. Yeah, Quinn just zipped in, wasted his whole mana pool, and the fight's over.
I mean, I guess just sort of had the read that maybe Roche was falling quicker than it
might
was.
have been lower.
Just wanted to go all in for the play, but unfortunately, again, the risk that he takes does not pay off. Beastcoast furthering the lead here.
And they've got Echo, so they're going to catch. If they see him, they're just going to instantly Echo slam him. Schofield's just prepping the fissures. Look, he's waiting for him to zip.
No buyback either on Quinn, so has to be very careful with the next move that he makes. What? Try and lead him. This time we'll be able to jump out in time. The arrow connection onto Chris Luck. Quinn still trying to finish off the kill. Not enough damage. Even if there would have been, there's still an Aegis and a BKB to bite through.
Continue to beat on the tower. And Schofield patiently waiting with Echo. They can't get into the fight.
So hard to stop this. They're going to try Quinn.
That's so scary for Quinn still. I think he honestly still can just die if Schofield wants to. If Schofield just blink echoes him and fissures the Abaddon, I think this is just a dead Storm Spirit every time. But Beastcoast playing it cool and calm, waiting for Quincy to overextend.
They're going to try another fight here, but you want BKB's up. They look straight over towards K1. K1's going to be the focus, but the BKB's out. So he actually
He's
out of his trapped by his own teammates. Fisher here. But K1 he actually stands around and fight the echoes. K1 he doesn't need to run. Stands his ground, tears them apart. 3 dead on Quincy crew. The racks going down as well here.
That
almost for sure.
Was a beautiful Echo, and his shard just coming into play right there too. That's what happens when you get that second rush, right?
I mean, yeah.
He's got the shard, he's got the blood rage, 2% heal per hit. Heals up pretty much to full after a couple seconds. That's the game.
I mean, Schofield as well, he knew. He was like, K1, you're not running away from this. You're staying and you're fighting, sir. And K1's like, all right. And hey, it works out. They can't kill the Bloodseeker.
I don't know if it was fully intentional there, but yeah, we'll give it.
He was like, you're not going to run away, K1. Just stand there and fight.
But damn, what a showing again. Beastcoast,
yep.
Love their draft. I think just like you said it too. It's if they group up, if they just play as a unit in this early game, Quincy crew, it's a late game draft that never hit its timing, and Quinn with a lot of mistakes, honestly. A lot of individual mistakes coming out from him, and Yawar just never able to find a place in the game. 1, 2, and 2, by the time he shows up, he's already countered.
Oh, it was a tough game for Quincy.
Tough
I mean,
game.
I think as well, just another example of Beastcoast being a team that's clearly turned up, and they've come in with some really good ideas against some of the strats and some of the combos that they just know that they're going to see. You know that Tiny Lycan's going to be coming up here, and especially in this sort of the early stage of the TI-10 group stages, you've got to have something to deal with it, and their sort of play style and draft. They never got a chance. We saw sort of glimmers of obviously what makes the Ags Lycan and the Tiny strong in the late game where you are. He was doing a lot of damage, but it just came far too late, and the rest of the components just weren't quite doing it for them.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
They didn't really have too much going for them. In Beastcoast, it was full comfort. Chris Luck kind of did whatever he wanted. It's like they all played super confident. 5-0-5 on the Lina. Bloodseeker 7-1-2. The only core that really died was 1-3 and 11, and it's the Veno, which that's his job.
Yeah, an excellent first game here from Beastcoast, continuing to give us a showing of the power that they were bringing yesterday. We'll see if they can do it again in the second game. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Beastcoast up at the moment in this 2-game series, 1-0 against Quincy Crew. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TI10 Group Stage. Game 2 now coming up between Beastcoast and Quincy crew. We just had a Game 1. Beastcoast, looking at just as on fire as they were yesterday, really, against Secret.
Yep.
A great Game 1, great draft, and great play. Quincy, I mean, they had sort of what's become sort of the expected tiny Lycan.
Yeah.
They didn't win with it.
They didn't do a lot of anything
That's going to
with
be
it.
a bit spooky, right?
Yeah.
You feel like at the end of that draft, I'm sure Quincy themselves were probably feeling, hey, we got Lycan in as the 5th pick. It didn't matter.
No, it didn't do much of anything, honestly. I want to see them go for something much more early game, and I want to see them just look to fight. Like, I don't know. You can't just let them take over the whole map. Can't just let them do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
I know, like, the whole situation that happened on Roche for Quincy Crew was really unfortunate for them, right? Because they were trying to go for it, and then Beast Coast takes it, and the game is really difficult for them to do much of anything there at that point. But, yeah, it was a very underwhelming game from Quincy, and kind of 3 games in a row for them that they've not been looking super hot yet.
And this Shadow Demon,
Love it.
This is something you do against Quincy because it says, go on then, pick your Abaddon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and do you, or you just don't?
Nah.
You just,
don't want to.
that hero just stops you from
Weaver-
being able to play your Abaddon.
I think Weaver goes up in priority immediately, though. Really good hero versus Shadow Demon throughout all stages.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're a support or a core. Probably core just would be better anyway because you do not care about being put under. You do not really care too much about being demonic purged.
No,
so
absolutely,
it's nice.
yeah. I think Weaver's got to be top bill here.
It's a little in laning phase. There's the one thing. I mean, this will probably be like a 5-position Shadow Demon. In laning phase, you have some fun stuff you can do, where as soon as he Shukujis, you put him under, and then you can turn on him with like chain stuns. But for the majority of the game, it's harder as Quincy's going to full comfort still.
All right.
Not even going for any type of like popular like drafting kind of stuff. No, they're going for their stuff because it's the LOA ET.
Yeah.
The SVG ET everybody knows for such a long time that he loves to play this hero. And it's Quinn Invoker. So just putting it out on the table.
I mean, yeah, when I see these two heroes, you know what I always want to see. It's the Void. You see ET Invoker. I mean, the dream combo with that Chronosphere. And I'd say, Void's also a hero that doesn't really care too much about Shadow Demon, right? It's a good carry to pick against it, would you say, or not?
It's okay. It can be a little bit obnoxious. Just the put
Yeah,
under because the Chronosphere. You go on somebody, Shadow Demon puts him under. It's one of the better. It's one of the better counters. Yeah. It's like the Shadow Demons and the Venge are the ones you have to worry about because you're not going to find them.
But the thing is, with the ET and the Invoker, you've got that much of a follow-up to something like a Chrono. It's like, sure, you can disrupt them, but the Invoker combo, ET Stomp's going to be coming in after and catching whoever you're trying to save anyway.
Yeah. As long as they do it the right way, I guess. Yeah. It can be hard. Shadow Demon, if he's in the right spot, can just completely ruin a lot of those plays. And they grab the puck. Really good popular hero versus Invoker, one of the better ones. Mm-hmm. Good versus ET too. You can dodge everything. Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have something to catch the puck.
Yeah. That's why they banned the Lion right away.
10 seconds remaining.
So the other one is the one that I actually like right now that I don't know how many people are really liking is Shadow Shaman.
Yeah.
Crit's been playing it a little bit. Yeah, I think we're seeing a little more of it. I like the hero. I don't know. Just gives you push. If you lack push from your offlane, which tends to happen lately because Beastmaster and Nature's Prophet are getting banned like every time. He always gives you an instant disable too. Yeah, they're on the same. Even if they have the Shadow Demon,
yeah, I think Void's that.
I think you're right. It just because it's too much. If it was just an ET or just an Invoker,
Void, ET, Invoker would be
But all three, yeah.
Yeah, obviously very smart Beast Coast.
Yeah. And it's cool because they even have the Puck, who's one of the better heroes versus Void, and they still take it out. So that makes an even more testament.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what
5 seconds remaining.
Beastcoast's turn to ban. Sand King taken away from Whisper. Again, it's not a bad idea to target Whisper's heroes.
Yeah, you have to target him. His Sank. I think like every team is going to ban Sanking in the second phase now versus Beast Coast after yesterday's performance. He like single-handedly carried. He single-handedly won them so many team fights. It was really absurd. So yeah, we'll see the Beastmaster taken out too. Just picking out all those popular heroes that they don't want to play against. So they cover the puck, they cover the big AoE team fight, and then they take out Laslau's popular hero.
Well, what are the carries that you sort of do want? You don't care about an SD.
Remaining.
Weaver's one of the biggest ones. It's all these heroes with
you're right.
mobility.
Still there.
Honestly, mobility cores that do not care about being purged. You do not want to play someone that just literally gets hard countered from a Shadow Demon disruption. Shadow Demon ult.
Banning the Nyx as well, obviously one of those heroes that can trip up a Weaver.
Yep.
But they'll continue with the support move here. Snapfire.
Okay. I mean, saving it a little bit anyway is fine because now they get 2 picks. They see 2 picks, and then they can pick the Weaver if they want it.
Dude, and imagine if the Void was in there.
Yeah,
Snapfire,
yeah,
Invoker,
definitely.
ET. Oh, it would have been so good. But yeah, Beastcoast
10 seconds
knowing that.
remaining.
Snap is super popular right now. Second most picked hero, I believe.
And
still.
good win rate,
5
right?
seconds
Yeah, let's see what it was.
Snap has been winning games.
43% last we
Okay,
saw it.
that's not
14.
that good.
It's not
Never
14 matches though, so it's a
lot
lot
of
of
matches.
games. So that's
A lot
not
of
bad
games.
for so many games.
Okay.
It's pretty decent. Hero just came back super fast when I guess the small buff move half a second off of the ult, change a couple little mana costs here and there.
On Snap, down the line, right, you can save people from the coil, right?
Sure.
Swallow them up, spit them out to safety.
Yep. Probably need an
Quite
Aether
nice.
Lens or a Blink Dagger or
True,
something because, you know, the
but
cast
I think
range and
it's-
all that's pretty bad, but yeah,
It's something.
potential. Great follow-up always for ET.
Well, let's see, something to maybe capitalize on the Dream Coil setup would be nice here for Beastcoast. And they set up with the puck, the catch of the puck, and what can they follow it up with?
I want some stun.
Beastcoast.
Give me a big stunner. There we go. Very nice. So,
I like it because at the you have all this AOE coming out from Quincy Cruz. Stampede, it's going to get you out of most of this. You know,
And-
combo from Invoker, the kisses from Snapfire. You're easily going to be able to run away, or actually, well, knowing Beastcoast, run on top of
Or on
them.
top of
you know,
them.
just
10
charge
seconds
straight
remaining.
in
And it's-
on these heroes.
it's no like point target stunts or anything
5
from
seconds
Quincy Cruz. They're all
remaining.
like you can kind of see them coming, right? Like the stomp, you see it winding up, you see the spirit. Snapfire, you see a cookie. It's none of these instant disables where I feel like Stampede can just break you out of a situation where, oh my god, I'm gonna get caught by cookie, Stampede, boof, gone. Gonna get caught by stomp, Stampede, boom, gone. Or like you said, get on top of these heroes.
And I feel I feel like with this draft as well. You know, whilst Weaver is still in there, I
He's
don't-
not good anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you want to be picking it if you're
You
Quincy.
can't, because then they put the Shadow
No.
Demon as a 4,
These are
and you
gonna
put
kill ya.
Centaur as the 3, and then Weavers just dies all laning phase. So I think this is a really cool pick that they've gone for.
Dawnbreaker, happy to see this one.
Probably carry, right?
We didn't get to see any yesterday on our stream, but I think it must
10
be.
seconds
Because we saw
remaining.
It's going to be the carry Dawnbreaker here from
We
K1, I
saw
guess.
Nightfall do it twice. Phase
5
Boot, Echo
seconds
Saber,
remaining.
Radiance, both games. So pretty cool, and he was unbelievably farmed in those games. Like, actually so farmed. And it looks good. You don't care about ET. Like, ET's like, I kill Agi heroes. I'm really good versus all these like high armor, etc. Dawnbreaker has unbelievable HP pool. Decent armor, but it's the HP really more than anything. So, Elder Titan ult will hurt, sure, but
I think Quincy Cruz wondering what carry can they go for here.
just so many of them just get owned because of SD.
I think it's hard. I think
not easy.
Beastcoast have really locked Quincy Cruz into a corner
Yeah, now with
with
this
this draft. I mean,
Beastcoast gets Centaur. Quincy's looking back and they're like, man, we banned Mars. We would love to have Mars now because the
yeah,
Centaur
Mars would have been a nice fit.
Mars would be a good one.
Yeah, all the puck for
Beastcoast
themselves, but
turn
obviously
to
not
ban.
to be the case there. We're going to go for the Deucer.
Okay.
Big, strong carry.
Into Shadow Demon. Hero that stands still, so it doesn't care too much about being demonic purged, but illusions. 275% damage illusions versus a Medusa in the later stages of the game.
10
SD can
seconds remaining.
do some serious
Cruz
damage.
Turn to ban.
Timber
Beastcoast's
does
turn
get
to
taken out.
ban.
They have a lot of strength on their heroes.
I like that. They've done that indicates 100%. Yeah, Dawn. I mean, it was Dawn carry anyway, but 100% Dawn carry now.
Oh, but yeah, Quincy Cruz, they're really just missing that sort of AoE control, that hold. I mean, sure, they got the setup from the
10
ET, but I feel
seconds
the
remaining.
Stampede,
same,
the
yeah.
backup of the Dawnbreaker coming in with the ult.
5
It's
seconds
going to be
remaining.
rather difficult for Quincy Cruz to set up the fight in a manner that allows this Deucer to just kill the heroes.
It just looks much harder execution. Well, I feel like Beastcoast,
Yeah.
if they just click their buttons, get on top, like it's just gonna be really hard for you. Like,
Cruz turn
if
to
Centaur
ban.
gets into your backline, Dawnbreaker's gonna ult into your backline, and then how do you respond? It's like this Deucer has to be in position, Invoker also to be in. Yeah, it's tough. So
I
Slaughter
mean,
ban,
what offlaners are sort of left in? You know,
not a lot. I mean, Lycan.
they won't go. No,
10
yeah,
seconds.
Bite the
Lycan's
Deucer, melee range Deucer.
Yeah.
be the case.
5 seconds remaining.
Offlaners.
Banning the PL here, so that they don't think this Dawnbreaker's the carry.
I guess it could be a 5 Dawnbreaker. It's still flexible, to be fair.
Yeah, banning AM as well, in fact. I mean, of course, Anti-Mage would have had strengths against Invoker and Dusa. I don't know if they would have picked AM, even though it has got that good carry matchup.
Versus Invoker and Dusa.
Yeah, but
could have been good.
I mean, is AM good enough to pick in these sort of games, though? Even, you sure you have those strengths, but does that make the hero viable enough?
Not sure. Especially at the ET, too.
5
then it's
seconds
like
remaining.
Dusa has a bit more of an amp.
I mean, is there any other sort of diffusal heroes here? Any sort of mana burning heroes?
What's Slark? Into ET. There's so many that just get put off because of ET.
I mean, I don't know. We say it's not too great, but Jug is in.
It's a K1 hero.
Yeah, it is.
If it's even still going to be, it probably.
If
it's a
it's
carry,
not,
I mean, who knows? Maybe it will be Dawnbreaker carry. I guess
we'll see if we're right or Quincy Crew's right here.
I mean, Medusa will win the game late game.
Yes.
Right. If it is a Dawnbreaker carry, she'll win the game right now. So.
Okay.
They're gonna go Lifestealer. Okay.
Yeah,
so now they've got a lot of Infests aplenty. Infest Dawnbreaker ult across the map with a Lifestealer infested. We've got Infested Puck, Infested Centaur. A lot of aggression that we can see Beastcoast do again with this.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why I was all about the Jug, just the magic community, of course, against
yes.
Invoker, you're going to either have to buy a BKB or play a Lifestealer or a Jug. And
for sure.
5 seconds
Lifestealer's not going to care really at all about the ET Invoker or Snap fight.
One of the worst heroes to play ET versus all throughout laning phase and even in mid game.
You just never catch him.
No. And he can just turn and hit you back. You don't really care. You pop rage. You don't even get hurt too much from the natural order anyway. But you rage
they
and hit
need
him.
that control, but I don't see what hero that's going to come from for Quincy.
Because now also
Who's
they don't
going
have
to lock down Lifestealer through the rage.
Yeah, they have Stone
How'd you lock him
Gaze
down?
and Splitter to at least like mess with him a little bit during rage at the least.
How do they catch him? How do they lock him down? There's a Lifestealer and a Puck that I think seemingly are going to have rather free games here for Beastcoast.
How do they catch Puck? That is one. I'm like trying to think what Leslau can play that can also help them try to catch this Puck because it looks so free for him. But there's all the offlaners are taken out, except for the Tide. But now you're picking Tide into Lifestealer. So I think Lifestealer's pretty happy about that.
Yeah,
I think they read this. I think Beastcoast probably was like, all they have left is Tide.
I think because obviously Tide, similar to the Lycan situation of the last pick from Quincy Crew last game, it's not a surprise, right? This is a hero that they know that they've left in the pool. We'll see if Quincy Crew can make the magic happen here. But I think it's going to be hard. It's going to require some huge ravages. Because they need that initiation, they need that setup. Otherwise, Chris Luck and K1, they're going to be rolling all over the place.
I'm still happy to see that they picked actual team fight, though. So they won't, like...
True.
It's like, in mid-game, they'll be able to bring the battle back to Beastcoast instead of being like, hey, guys, we need to wait for Dusa forever. They can actually fight with their 4 heroes pretty nicely. I say that. I have seen Invoker struggle this tournament, though. He's at like a 16% win rate across 6 games. He's looked very underwhelming, so...
And the lane against the Puck isn't great.
Not great.
No.
Puck wins that matchup. Invoker, he doesn't like get stunned. He's probably usually, I think, like what, 300 or 400 gold behind after laning phase because he saves money on regen. You don't buy bottle, etc., stuff like that. But yeah, Puck just has an easier time just forcing the wave out and can always look to make moves on the side lanes a little bit easier.
All right, well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Game
2 of Beastcoast versus Quincy Crew. A lot of team fight coming out, which is always what we want to see. Execution for Quincy Crew has to be absolutely bang on. These mid-game fights, they can't allow any slip-ups. Obviously, there is always going to be the backup of Yuwa on the Dusa, scaling up for the late game. But if Beastcoast can bring some of the plays they did last game, Quincy Crew could find themselves overrun and unable to control these 2 cores really of Beastcoast. The Puck, the Lifestealer. I mean, actually, honestly, even the Whisper Center, of course, with the Stampede there. They're going to be running in, running out, jumping in, jumping out.
Are they going to run in for a level 1 fight? I like Beastcoast level 1 fight a lot more. They have a Medusa and Invoker on one side. Those 2 heroes literally do nothing level 1. I guess the Snake's not horrendous anymore at level 1, so. Scopefield's in. They're ready for it. It's going to be everybody.
Let's see who's going to come out on top of this. A three-man who stomp there from Whisper will set up first blood as MSS first to fall. Can they get anything in return here, Quincy crew? They're focusing towards Stinger. Stinger, 6 charges, but he won't keep himself alive. A 1-for-1. Chrysluk's now moved over, looking towards Leslau, but too tanky to commit on with the orb. I'll leave it as the 1-for-1.
K1 got first blood, though. But Quinn did get the secondary kill, so very nice for Quinn. He's going to build up a null right off the bat.
Oh.
Go away. Should be okay.
Should be alright, yeah. K1. Not be able to hold the ground either here for the bouncy. So.
5 stick charges, though. All right. Who has a stick? Who else got a stick in that fight? Someone else got some value, right? Or was it just the life stealer?
I think it was Stinger.
Stinger also, but he used
died.
it.
Yeah, he used it and died.
Shadow Demon, almost every time when you see like a Shadow Demon plus a stun lineup, that's the team that's going to get the first blood. It's very hard to prevent that unless you're all instantly there. They were all almost there, but not quite, as MSS will go down. And the crowd goes wild.
They're ready for this one. Game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Quincy crew versus Beastcoast.
Oh, Schofield's just annoying the hell out of Yawar. Yawar made the long walk. Schofield caught him midway, and Yawar's missed, I believe, just a range creep, but still took a decent amount of harass.
I'm just going to be able to deny
this good.
good portion of this wave as well.
Yep. Ends up not being so bad for Yawar. And let's see how Quinn does, because as we mentioned, the Invokers have been struggling. He did go for Cold Snap level 1 this game, as we did see the other Invokers across the board that we casted. 3 of them, I believe it was, all went for Wax EMP.
I mean, and what is the way that you would build the Invoker nowadays? I feel like we've seen sort of straight Midas, we've seen Vessel, then Midas, we've seen Urn, then Midas, then upgrade the Urn.
Oh, I still think you're going to want to go Urn. I like double null, personally. I like double null into the Urn.
Double null,
and then you just play it, whatever you feel is going to be really strong in the game. Like, you can go for your Orchid if it's a really strong Orchid game, or you just go for your, your Midas, and then you build up if you want to. Just transition to Exort if it feels like it's that type of game. This game could be one of the Orchid ones if Quinn has a good one. If he has a good start, I could see it versus Puck and Lifestealer.
Oh, bottom lane. Kill for Stinger and K1. They're able to close in onto MSS. He can't get out of there.
This is a free lane for K1. This is such a tough one. This is why they picked the Tidehunter into the Lifestealer. So, yeah, he's just perfectly chilling down here. MSS is really going to struggle.
See Schofield continuing to do his best to mess with Yawar. He's going to run down. But Whisper, we'll have a who stomp in a second. By the way, gets a little too aggressive. Well, then Stinger playing to his limits.
Offlaners are struggling. 7-2 on the Tidehunter. Our Centaur Whisper is getting owned, honestly, by LOA. A ET specialist.
It's close to the Ring of Health. We'll need it, yeah, with Samantha Rasper coming out from the Elder Titan.
Quinn's doing really well mid. I think the first blood is really helping him out. Having that extra null. Look at the base damage. 62 on Puck, 73 on the Invoker right now because he's got double null finish so early. So he should come out. He actually should just come out ahead in the matchup now, which is not the case as it should be, just because of that first blood. So Schofield will fill a bottle and try to help Chrysluk out a little bit.
It's top lane Yawar. He's getting complete free farm.
Yeah.
Whisper on his own, not able to do anything in terms of pressure. Yeah, it's a mirrored situation down bottom.
Yeah, with Shadow Demon, you tend to actually want to be able to get a point of double edge early, because especially also they buffed it several times. But he's actually just had to go for Retaliate in the top lane because of how passive it is. He just has to get those trade backs with the ET and the Dusa. As we watch K1 just continue to get pretty flawless last hits.
Top lane.
Wow.
This time he doesn't get away.
He gets him alone too. Look at LOA go.
0-1, he's ruling this top lane.
And he's level 3 already now. So this lane is going to continue to be difficult for Beastcoast and actually just be maybe unplayable almost for the Centaur.
And down bottom, they take down Stinger. Both off lane starting to get some action.
And the Courier. I don't know. This top lane feels like it's going to be like really hard now for Beastcoast. Like, LOA can just run at this Centaur, and he's gonna have plus 80 at least. Let's say if you can catches the SD with the Spirit, he's trying. He can. He's still gonna have plus like 60, 70 damage. Yeah.
And then Quinn is indeed smashing it.
Yep.
Very good start for Quinn.
I think he should have the Urn finished up too. Yeah. So he's got Urn. He's got Raindrop, double null. Love it.
Otherwise, already might have a chance to maybe get some punches into Whisper again, but Schofield to set up onto him, but yeah, they don't really want to go onto LOA. They know that he's going to be able to trade back pretty confidently with the right clicks.
6 armor, 82 bonus damage, pretty much every single time if he catches a creep wave plus the 2 heroes. Ooh, see the items already. Items already queued up there from K1. Maelstrom Radiance. Very, very farm heavy if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, I guess he sort of wants to maybe scale against the Medusa.
Sure. Miss rate's annoying too. If he gets a Radiance and he goes Halberd. Ooh, Lesla bottom.
Radiant strike.
Starbreaker does not connect with the final hit though. Would have died if it did actually connect there for that little bit of stun.
Sitting top, Whisper. Trying to cut the waves. Now he's got the level 5, 3 points to retaliate. He can play a bit more aggressive. Especially when focus has sort of shifted over towards the mid lane. As Tornado EMP caught Schofield.
Very low level.
So Quinn's going to have enough right-click punch to finish him off. Not quite. Up to the high ground and away. MSS couldn't quite close up on the gap.
And I believe I saw, just like about a minute ago, I think I saw LOA sent his Spirit into the Ancient Triangle. So he was scouting out to see if Beastcoast has stacks at the ready. I think he only saw the one double stack that they have at the hard camp. But yeah, you are pretty much full free farm as well.
There's now. Try and get it onto him again. This time they get him. Chris Luck with that Dream Core, make sure there's no escape for Leslau.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Tough game for
attack.
the Tide.
Free farm will continue for K1, but so it's the same for Yuar. Both carries. Hot start for them here in the safe lanes.
Wait, K1, what the hell? Put your javelin in your bat in your item. Get that out of here.
There we go.
He's like hitting neutral creeps, like just not even having his javelin.
It feels good to be.
And now with
this good.
javelin so early versus the Tide Hunter 2, even more kill potential in that bottom lane. As Quinn is looking to potentially maybe rotate top or steal a stack, but a bit of a deep position.
Oh, nice catch here.
Nice connection.
Yeah, has got Schofield around with a
Chris
disruption available.
That was
needed.
Very bad phase shift there.
Set the wall back to base. Quinn continues to rule this
It
mid
feels
lane.
good to be this good.
He phase shifted like almost a full second too early. That was very early by Chris Luck. Gotta be careful. As yeah, Whisper, Vanguard's done, starting to fully catch back up there. Now the lane is a lot easier for him. Now they can't really push him out at all, even though LOA did such a good job from the beginning. Now that Whisper's at this point again. And now LOA, he steps up far.
Yeah, Whisper's got the Stampede, so I don't know if there's any escape for him. And it looks like he won't even need it.
No. Probably gives away their ward that they have. Yeah, immediately gets pinged by him, but either way, well worth it.
Mid lane Quinn. Quick setup on a Schofield, he's gone.
Turn charge acquired. And he will just go straight Vessel. Oh yeah, that's good. It's playing the Dawnbreaker too. And it's just a value item now.
Yeah, Quinn's having a fantastic start.
Yeah.
This is
Radiant's
an
middle
Invoker
tower
that's
is under attack.
going to be coming in with some pretty heavy hitting rotations early on. So being the lifestealer, K1 has got means to respond to those moves. Rage. High chance that he will be able to run away back to safety anytime that he does get caught out. So we'll see sort of where Quinn's attention is focused the most. The moves.
Yeah, the Vessel. It's going to
Mid.
be so again.
Again.
Luck.
Waits for the orb. Comes in with the lockdown of the cold snap. Going to run him down. Chris Luck's trying to run. Put the orb back up just in time, but again, just continuously just being forced out of this area of the map. It's going to be very hard for Chris Luck to continue to make rotations when Quinn just burns through the entirety of his health and mana like this.
Quinn's playing it really well this time around. I think he's angry after that last game.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, Chris just has to be more careful. Yeah, that's like 2 or 3 times now we've seen him just set himself up to get to EMP Tornado. Maybe not using that orb. Maybe not positioning himself so aggressive to use that orb backwards, really just using the orb forward in a normal manner. Maelstrom done for Lifestealer. Yawar, he's got his Yasha. They're sending something top, but Whisper, quick stampede and tree cut.
Now bottom, Chris Luck. Whoa! Let's get out. See Schofield ready to back up K1 and Stinger. They've got to run here, Quincy crew. LOA.
He is looking dead.
I don't know if there's anything you can do to save himself here as K1 stays on target. Another kill for K1 as Quincy crew, they try and make a move around and they get basted in, I think, by Chris Luck. They're very close to killing him. Losing 2 heroes, and both of those going into the hands of K1's Lifestealer.
I think they should look to only really make plays as this like ET Snap when they have Invoker. I think these 2 heroes alone trying to make plays is quite suicidal in this game. I think Quinn has to just be like the most active Invoker I've ever seen in my life in this game. He just has to constantly make moves, make space for his Medusa, because his 2 supports just lack. They lack a lot. They don't have the greatest type of catch. They need someone else to start the initial go before they can catch up and do too good damage. So yeah, I just want to see Quinn be fully active, moving around. He's about to have Vessel done. He's on Stinger.
Oh,
nice Tornado.
Very nice Tornado. I mean, K1 is around to try and help out. The Stomp, perfect here from LOA, catching the 2 of them. And with the Infest, it's not enough burst to keep Stinger alive, though. Stinger still goes down. They'll chase on towards K1. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out as well. Cold Snap's there. Quinn with the lockdown required to take him out.
Trying to say, I think he should have just
failed.
He should have just ditched that Dawnbreaker. He's looking very dead. Big mistake there from K1. Definitely regretting that one. And now Dusa, any time where Lifestealer is spent dead, it's huge. Medusa's going to get so much space. However, they did not really have too much Ancient and Hard Camp had been blocked. Now they do have that unblocked. They have a couple Ancient stacks at least. So Yawar can make his way over there. That's going to hurt. It's going to hurt Beastcoast a lot. Free farm Lifestealer dies to his own mistake.
I don't think we'll see K1 try and make any selfless moves like that. No. He's just got to think about himself. Let his teammates die.
Yeah, not on the Stinger. He'll maybe do it onto like the Centaur or the Puck, but Dawnbreaker, no. If Dawnbreaker's ulting in, sure.
Trying to catch K1 here. They've got 3 heroes.
There's the Rage. Is only level 1 Rage too, so they might be aware of that. So
Beastcoast is heading over.
Yeah. Got Ravage on Quincy.
Dream call up in seconds here. I want to see the setup from the low ground. Quinn trying to go for Schofield, but combo will be avoided. The Purge is out. The jump forward. Lesnow comes in with the backlines. Ravage onto the Shadow Demon. Stop the follow-up, but and with a big stomp from LOA. He's got the 3 of them. They come over the burst. They've taken out Chris Luck. Now they can look towards Stinger as well. Again, some lovely counter plays here from LOA. These stomps are shaking them up. K1 and Whisper, they're still trying to fight this, but there's 4 heroes. Can they really do this? I don't think they can. K1, he's starting to run now. Realizing they cannot tackle this. Cookie in, another stomp from LOA.
Let's see if they can with the Stone Gaze.
Oh, yeah. The little shredder still helps to tear through Whisper. As Quincy crew bringing some fantastic fights here.
Yeah, that max little shredder plus the medallion goes right through him. Wow. And Whisper shows up late to the party and just dies immediately, and he has his Blink Dagger at the base.
Great stomps in the fight, but sticks around a little too long and ends up handing himself straight into the claws of K1.
Good fight. Very good fight from Quincy. And yeah, I guess Whisper was just finishing his Blink the whole time during that, because he was just very late. Tardy to the party, as we say. Now he does have Blink though, so if he does walk into the next fight, he will be a lot stronger. But yeah, that's just weird. Like he walks up with K1 bottom. He could have just, maybe if he waited for the Blink, I feel like they're being a little bit too rushed on the side of K1 to fight back. But Quincy doing a great job bringing the fights. And Yawar, Manta's done.
It's free farming.
He's doing very well.
Still K1 has the lead. Yawar close behind, and can take another good team fight against Beastcoast. This Noosa will start to take over.
Yep. Just like Quincy crew has to have the Invoker for the most part, if they don't have Ravage to make plays with the two supports, I think it's the same thing on the side of Beastcoast. Like, these two supports should not be looking to make any type of solo plays. They should be strictly playing with Whisper with Chrislock. So now we're seeing all 4 of them stick together. Everything ready.
The ult's up here for Stinger.
Yep, no Ravage.
K1's just starting off the action here, trying to take the focus. Quinn setting up with the Ghost Walk, so a little bit of a counterplay, but Whisper with a quick hoot stomp will stop the stomp from LOA. Dreamcore down as well. LOA does keep his distance, able to get the Earth Splitter off. Whisper still trying to get in to kill him. Will manage to do so with the Stampede, but Whisper's going to lose his life for that one, as he goes very deep to secure that kill onto LOA.
This little Shredder is just owning now. He's about to have a Solar Crest on.
You're dead.
That's going to be really strong for the Medusa, because on the side of Beastcoast, they're pretty poor on the supports. And I imagine the Shadow Demon's going to go for his own items rather than going for anything to buff up the core.
Yeah,
So
going for the blink this game, Schofield.
Medusa's going to have built-in natural order from his teammate at some point later on to make him do more damage, but he's going to have Solar Crest and Alacrity. And he's going to have a Gush coming out from Tide, too. This is going to be a hard game for Beastcoast to bring back, even though Lifestealer had such a free farm. Those deaths really have cost him a lot.
So now to be taken.
Bar is going to be an issue.
K1 just staying away from the action now, changing up the build as well. Doesn't want to go for the Radiance, wants to get something that's going to have a bit of a benefit sooner for his team in these fights, getting the AC.
They need armor.
To help them out.
Right, they just need armor. The little Shredder in this Solar Crest is just kicking the crap out of them. Like, even Centaur, like, he's built, I think he's just gone back for phase boots after his Vanguard blink, because he's like, all right, I have 4 armor. I get put to -8 when the little Shredder Medallion gets thrown on me. Like, I'm taking way too much bonus damage. So yeah, they're trying to fix that. So yeah, K1 AC makes sense too. Yeah, Gush, Solar Crest, plus that little Shredder. Definitely going to cause issues.
Difficult to make moves onto you are now, really. So you are can farm in these areas that are a little bit more risky. Knows that Beastcoast are unlikely to have the firepower to take him down.
And Quincy's got his Midas too, so the scaling for Quincy's is going to grow more and more. Coil onto 2, but there's no backup.
Oh, nice.
Chris,
The kisses.
One more.
Oh!
And it's...
Okay. So close. But he's out. Oh, that was nice try from MSS.
And meanwhile, mid, Quinn.
Nice Stinger.
Just walked right into it.
He's in with the ult. K1 TP's over. The Rage is out. Ravage is there, but with the Rage already up, K1 can continue to try and stay on top of Leslau. Stampede, he's looking for a target. Another jump with the Who Stomp. They're looking for Leslau, but Leslau's going to get cookied out of the side. He's going to live. Leslau gets away. K1, he's in trouble. Leslau jumps in with the Anchor Smash. K1 goes down. Stinger comes in swinging, but it's a miss as he doesn't land the connection. Leslau may die in the river to Chrislock. No, he won't. He's too tanky. Chrislock doesn't have enough damage to kill Leslau off.
They're focusing the Hood Tide. They caught the Invoker in the Dawnbreaker ult, but they go for the Tidehunter instead. That was one of the weirdest plays I think I've seen from Beastcoast in a while. Hood Tidehunter, just max Kraken Shell, and they're focus firing him instead of the 1100 HP Invoker who's in the middle of them. That was really weird target prioritization by them.
Yes, and a Tide that had already used the Ravage.
Hood already ravaged, yeah.
A little awkward moves there from Beastcoast. Not on the same level that we saw from them in the previous game.
No, not at all.
I mean, sort of just not the game definitely not going the way that they intended here with their opening drafts, as things starting to fall a bit all over the place.
And now it's like them losing these fights. Whisper also looking to get caught here. There's going to be a Roche available. Quincy crew's going to just be able to walk in there. Things really falling apart here for Beastcoast. Only is a 2K lead for Quincy, but with their draft versus what Beastcoast has, like, they just scale so hard. And yeah, next fight around Roche Pit, I don't know how Beastcoast is going to be able to take it. When Ravage is up, I think they can just walk in there, and Quincy can just take that Roche with almost no contest.
And all 3 of their cores just scaling in very, very good ways.
Yep.
Whisper slipping off a little bit this game. 1-4 and 5. It's been a tough one for him.
Yeah. And K1, he is 6-2-1, but one of those deaths really did hurt him in this game. Secondary one, not so much his fault, as they did all focus the Tidehunter, but yeah, that first one slowed down his start.
Yeah, we'll see how much of an impact the AC makes in his team fights.
Yeah.
He's got that done.
Yeah, really good in the game versus, as we mentioned, versus the Gush, versus the Solar Crest, but also later on versus like the ET Aura once it starts being a little more annoying. Even though they have no Agi heroes, it still does its damage. Plus armor is always great. Yeah, Quinn's just finding the levels as we see him transitioning to Exort, so he will have that really strong alacrity. It's going to come into play.
Dire's middle tower is under
He's in
attack.
on the hunt here. I mean, Chris Luck. He's used that orb. Is Quinn going to find the setup onto him? Certainly going to try it. LOA MSS. They're ready
sure
to lay
will.
down everything. There's no escape for Chris Luck. Over on the side
And
as well.
another one.
Stomp from LOA. Sets up another kill. Schofield. He'll try and run. Combo didn't quite hit
He
completely.
missed the Sunstrike on the stomp, but all right.
Radiant's bottom tower.
We'll get him in.
Yeah. I think they can excuse that for how well Quinn has played through the rest of this game.
Yeah.
4-1 and 6. Completely owning the map here.
You are just taking a tier 2 by himself in the meantime, too. Nobody who can even stop him. He's about to have a Scotty finished up, and then it just... Well, this game is very difficult. I am quite lost to what Beastcoast can do.
Yeah, this has slipped away pretty big from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, K1's got to come in with some way of killing this Medusa, and I don't know how. He's got the AC. He's going back for the BKB as well. I mean, obviously with these tools, maybe you can sort of run in with the Rage BKB, kill off some of the other heroes, but tackling the Medusa head on it's just never going to get easy. It's just the nature of the hero and the farm that Yuar's got coming in. Skadi done now on top of the
huge.
Manta. It's going to be so hard to kill Yuar in the midst of a team fight.
And he's got built-in evasion. It's like, sure, you've got your Maelstrom hits, the procs that'll go through that will be the guaranteed hits, but 15% evasion, it's nothing to laugh about. Yeah, they have to they have to isolate Medusa. They pretty much have to kill every other hero before they can even try to tackle Yuar inside of these fights. And that's not going to be easy. And taking out Quinn at this point.
Oh, did you see him though under the wards they had set up? Quinn, got any way to get out of this? He does not. He
There.
will go down.
I was about to say, taking out Quinn at this point is super crucial for them, so they will get him this time.
And Stinger and Schofield, they'll actually be able to step far enough away from you. Oh, it's
Ravage.
another Ravage. It's in. Leslau turns up big time. And there may not be much of an escape here for Beastcoast.
Well, they get the Invoker, but they lose 3. And that kill for the Invoker, it's at a good timing because it's just before that BKB is going to be finished up. Next time, they won't be getting that kill. BKB is going to be done. He's just going to walk out of the coil.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Surprised to see Quincy not really forcing the issue though around that Roche. I really thought they would with Gush, with Solar Crest, with Little Shredder, with this Medusa so far, but I thought they really would just plant themselves in there at this point.
What's the big item here for Chris Luck? He's got 3k gold. What could he be contemplating here? Anything crazy?
I don't even know anymore at this point. Things have just fallen apart so fast as we look at this replay. It's a Quinn, nice little Ghost Walk, of course just gets taken out, but yeah, his team's just there already. His team was very prepared for this fight. And Yuar is just immortal.
They nearly escaped, but of course Leslau coming in, ready to go. Quick jump and catching the 3 of them.
Oh, look at that. Yuar gets a Blink Dagger too. So he's going to have his own follow-up to the big combo plays that they have. The Stomps, the Ravages, the Tornadoes from a distance. He's going to be able to just get right into the front line.
Oh, Whisper. It's pretty beefy, but
Not
not beefy enough indeed. And they close in.
And this time it
This
is right
is
in front of
Roche.
the Roche. Yeah.
Straight for the Roche now, Quincy Crew.
And it will die quite quick as soon as they get all those buffs and debuffs going. There we go. Shredder, Solar Crest, Alacrity, Gush.
No interrupt, no turn from Beastcoast. We see K1, he's been pretty much spending the last 5 minutes of his life just on this top lane, away from the action, trying to get his items done, finish the AC. Now with the space that he's had, he will have the BKB for the next fight. Also able to take the tier 2 down.
That's not bad, but it does feel bad that he has to go for BKB because he needs more damage. He just needs a lot more in this game for his team because they're just so underfarmed. Chris Luck, okay, he's queued up the Ags, so because they've got those BKBs. Splitter, this might catch him.
Oh, it
catches
does!
him.
Oh, LOA! Oh, perfect timing there.
That's the buff. Those are the buffs on the Splitter.
Yeah, very well deserved tips there. LOA lining it up in preparation for the move that K1 was going to attempt. He might not have got his Abaddon, but yeah, his ET definitely up there, without a doubt.
That's his best hero. Abaddon is not his best. ET is
ET.
without a doubt his best hero. Great play for him. Chris Luck, he's like we said, he's going for that Aghanim, so it'll be useful versus the BKB of Quinn for them to kill him, but it'll only be useful for if he like breaks the coil. If he just BKBs and stands inside the coil, they're not going to have the greatest follow-up to actually kill the Invoker either. So yeah, it doesn't really feel like there's too many solutions for Beastcoast at this point with what they're up against.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's
See how much of a difference the next
fight
fight makes. As they've still not really had that chance to fight with K1 with the BKB AC, of course.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But it does feel like it's going to be pretty underwhelming.
Yeah, absolutely. You are, especially once you have the Daedalus. I mean, already the damage is very high.
Schofield just knows they need their own Medusa to be able to take these fights. He makes some illusions, but even then, quickly cleaned up.
K1's TP it in. Very aggressive here.
Okay.
K1's trying to start something off. BKB, but nothing's really going to happen with it. I mean, he's still trying to run in. And the BKB will come to an end. Okay, by the time of the Infest, they do manage to get in a good jump here onto both the two of them. The Ravage comes out, catches Chris Luck, but they've managed to kill off at least the Snapfire. LOA also to fall. Can K1 clean up here? No, he can't. He has to run. That's the initial burst. They back off. 2 down on Quincy Crew, 3 down on Beastcoast. Make that 4 there with Yawar cleaning up Schofield on the escape.
And Chris Luck, he's got to run. Uh-oh. K1 gets hit by the Scotty.
He's got rage, but he's got no TP.
Oh, he is caught. He's got no infest either. Chris Luck's like, I don't know what to do for you, my man. I fought back, dude. A little early, but
he's looking pretty dead. K1 will try and turn and stand his ground, but nothing to do against this.
They might call it pretty soon, I think.
It's looking pretty tough here for Beastcoast indeed. I don't know how you deal with this Yawar Medusa. It's got to that point of the game. I mean, 6-0-7, a completely clean game from Yawar so far, and at this stage, I don't know how you come back against this Medusa. It's going to take some grave errors here from Quincy Crew.
Yeah, and this time they finally do connect their big combo, but I feel like it's just too late at this point. Quincy just played such a like good game together this time around with their draft. As we said, first game they couldn't play together. They had no team fight. This time they finally do have a good way to group up and take the fights versus Beastcoast. We've been seeing it over and over and over again. Slug. And even like LOA now, he's got Aghanims on the ET too in a second. So this is just disaster across the board here for Beastcoast.
It's been a tough game for the supports of Beastcoast. Feels like, Stinger, Discover, they've just not been able to make as many moves that they would want to. Stinger in particular is the Dawnbreaker.
No, and also when Whisper's Blink Dagger came out, it was like that whole bottom scenario, that whole big bottom fight had already happened, and then he died, and then he got his Blink, and it just feels like they haven't been able to make much happen with it. They haven't been using the combos as well either. They haven't been doing like the Infest bombs with the Puck Coil. They've been using the Infests afterwards to try to go for these heals, which have actually gotten him killed more than not. Now Chris is gonna get the Blink.
Or is he alright though? Chasing in. He's going to be fine this time. I mean, let's allow on Yawar. They know that they kind of split up here.
They clipped the wave too.
They're going to go for this. They're in onto Yawar. Backup is on its way, but Yawar's already solo. He has got that Aegis. He's ready for round 2. They'll back off after they burn through the Aegis there, but at least sees an opportunity to take it out. It was about to time out anyway.
Yeah.
But definitely showing that if Beastcoast can catch Quincy Crew, a little split over the lanes, they can still burn through that Deuce's HP.
Yeah, if they isolate her, for sure. With the SD as well, always going to be useful to get those illusions. But if Quincy's in the area, no way. So Ags on ET, full Daedalus on Deuce with another 2k gold. K1. Might just have to BKB.
Yeah, looking for him. He's got to, and he will. BKB, he's trying to get away from the Stone Gaze. They've got the disruption to stop Yawar from trying to position himself as such.
65 seconds, no BKB now, though, for the Lifestealer. Yeah, they draw. They push out the lanes. We can't take a fight.
Yeah, Whisper trying to farm up a Halberd to help against this very hard-hitting Yawar Medusa. Daedalus done. Smoke up, they're ready to hunt. Chris Luck's got to be careful. He's trying to take back this outpost, but they're going to be leading towards him. Stream going down. Now he's going to try and turn and go, but the Ravage is out. Lesnau catches both Stinger and Whisper. K1 trying to finish off LOA, but LOA's off to the side. Yolt coming in from Stinger with this buyback, still trying desperately to turn this fight around. They've taken down at least the Snapfire. Chrysalik's going to continue to look to hunt down the ET. K1 isn't on top of Yawar, but Yawar's out with the TP. He'll get away. Chrysaluk was able to continue to chase and finish off LOA. Quinn's out with the Ghost War. Chase over to the side. They're looking for Leslau. Chrysaluk has found him. K1 over as well. Can they get in time? Rage used to cross the ice wall. Chrysaluk still staying on top of them. Stinger, he had to pull himself in with the blink out just in time.
He didn't poison. He didn't shadow poison. Oh no, big mistake there.
Yeah, and MSS knows it as well. Tip and scope for Chrysaluk. He's still diving in behind the tier 1. They're taking out the tower.
Yawar's at the ready.
The trees. Chrysaluk's slow and so is K1. Not a lot of mana to play with either. In fact, not enough to pop the Rage. He has to get out of there. That's Chrysaluk down for 100. Another tip coming out from Quincy crew.
We can see you.
Stinger.
The Roche pit.
Anything to stop this TP? There won't be. Out around the trees. He is away.
He gave him the question. He gave him the question mark. Jeez. Oh, Chris. He's having a tough one.
Yeah. I mean, and Quincy crew know it. That's why they're targeting the tips out.
He still hasn't even been able to spend the gold. Still has 4,000 gold on this puck.
I mean, we have seen whenever an NA team gets question marks, it hasn't really gone that well in the past for the NA team. So maybe this is the beginning of the comeback for Beastcoast. They send a question mark out. Chrysaluk, he's riled up. We'll see if he gets a chance to pop off in a team fight. It's going to be very difficult, down 13k.
If he gets a chance to respawn. He's got 45 seconds, they might lose a Rax.
But Chrysaluk, he's taking it personal now. The tipping, he's had enough of it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Let's see what sort of a hold they can go for. Okay, K1.
Ravage is in
He's
20.
going to start things off, trying to burn away a little bit at Yawar, but it's not doing a lot.
He's got to be a little careful.
Trying to buy some time. 26 Whisper. Stepping up with the Infest. He's going to try and look for the wraparound. Maybe see if they can get someone on the back of it all. He's now going in. Who's Whisper going to find? Oh, MSS with a blink. He's able to dodge the Who Stop. MSS is out of there.
K1.
He needs help and he needs it now. The Stone Gaze has got him.
Dead.
K1's down. 80 seconds and out. Whisper charging away with the Stampede. Quincy crew, do they want to spend time chasing him? No, they won't. They'll let Whisper go. But no K1 now for 70 seconds. They couldn't find the jump in. MSS very quick with a blink to avoid that attempted initiation from Whisper.
And Chrysaluk doesn't know what else to buy. He's like, all right, I'm at base. Deso's the most value item I can purchase with my gold that I have, so screw it. I got phase shift auto attack anyway, so I guess this is at least something.
Away. Ready to try and get some punches in onto Schofield, but
They can't touch him. It's 45 seconds. Lifestealer's not there. They have no damage.
it's going to at least be a second set of racks. Oh, you are. Oh, he's at Schofield. Ah, he's dead.
He's gone. I think this is just game. I think they can even just go to get the megas.
They
or
haven't
can
got
just
creeps.
end it.
They haven't got the creeps.
Sure.
All lanes are pushed
That
away.
is fair.
Backdoor's kicking in.
That is very fair. So, all right, just finish off the last. This one, they're still going to go through it. And then back up. Get their waves back out. But there's just no way Beastcoast can fight. There's nothing they can do to this dude.
Whisper will have the halberd for the next fight.
All right.
So something to limit
There's
the output.
There's a Lincoln's though already, so it won't even probably get applied onto the Medusa.
Is under attack.
3,400 gold on top of it. Level 25 as well, you are.
Yeah. Smooth sailing. Quinn, under a sentry. They're actually afraid of him with his newly picked up Hex.
Roshan.
Comes up at a great time.
Unlikely to be interrupted.
And couldn't handle one Ravage. Now we got two. Tough game for Beastcoast.
Smoking up at Beastcoast, but no way they get here in time. Roche is already gone.
Stinger.
Oh,
Whisper.
Yeah, they want to have, but they don't want to stand near this. What? That's Lau. He's getting in on Stinger. K1. Oh, they get on top of Quinn. Quinn.
He actually gets taken
He's
out.
down. He's out for 90 seconds. A big catch there for Beastcoast. They're over to MSS
Huge.
with the silence. Can they get more out of this stream? Go down on the two of them, but the Ravage is out. Caught onto K1. K1, the second Ravage gets him again. Leslau locking K1 out of the action for 80 seconds. He's down and out. They've got no buybacks here on Beastcoast. Whisper and Chrysaluk, what can they do to sort of kite Quincy crew away from the base, really? Try and take their attention out of this. Whisper being chased into the trees.
He can't get away.
He can't. Too much damage
Good
from
luck.
Yawar.
Ooh. Battle toe-to-toe with LOA. We'll be able to get the kill. Get out. Not... I mean, all things considered,
three
not
heroes.
bad.
It was
Not
a
bad.
great start to the fight for Beastcoast in a very difficult situation. Quincy Crew gets the Aegis. Beastcoast getting that quick jump onto Quinn. Of course, he not being the one to take the Aegis, they did keep it in the hands of Yawar after the Roche. And Quinn still getting blown up pretty easily. BKB's not out in time. They will burst him.
But Yawar is the real beast. 30,000 net worth. Pretty much 6-slotted now at this point. Thank you, crowd.
The game does continue.
It does.
Beastcoast to live another day here. Last set of racks in Tier 3. Still up.
What's our numbers looking like? Oh boy. We got a 100% win probability, Owen. Kind of as expected, but...
I mean, it is. When a Deuce is this far ahead of everybody else,
almost
you
twice.
are on a flawless game.
He is the net worth of 2 cores put together, so yeah, that is quite a problem. And he's got steroids, where Lifestealer just has none this game.
Radiant are scanning.
Chris Luck. Okay, gold.
Gets into the push action, get a BKB.
I mean, they're splitting the lanes nicely, but Beastcoast very much still able to get something done despite the huge lead of Quincy Crew. Trying their best to relieve pressure and make it a little more difficult for Quincy Crew to get themselves in a situation to push high ground, but still with some good matches on the Aegis. Oh, jumping up to Schofield. Yawar knows exactly where he's hiding. Straight in, takes him down. K1.
He can't hold his ground versus this Medusa. This Medusa's way too big.
Has the infest to get out, but tower's falling.
Ravage up in 5 seconds. The double Ravages are about to be ready too, and there's just nothing Beastcoast can do.
And this Rax is gone. This is going to be the Megas out for you, for Quincy Crew.
Radiant structures are fortified.
The final glyph.
They'll have the full team fight up for the defense, but
Radiant's top
I don't know if Quincy Crew will care.
14-0-8 on this Medusa. Smooth sailing. Yawar jumps in.
K1. Have to be careful. Yeah, BKB.
He's gonna die.
He's looking pretty dead. That might be that.
That is probably it, what they call it. But Chris Luck is probably like, guys, I just got my BKB. Yeah, but they're gonna call
They call it GG. Ladies and gentlemen, Quincy Crew will take the game 2. As this was Quincy Crew's first win here in the group stages.
Yes.
They had a rough 3 games, but this game, this is the magic that people got excited about Quincy Crew at previous tournaments for. They set things up. Yawar is able to pop off big time. Flawless game from him on the Medusa.
Yep.
And the big thing is, you say they had that team fight this time round that they were ready to brawl against Beastcoast with. And it just looked infinitely better from anything that we've seen from Quincy Crew so far here in these group stages.
Yeah, and Quinn had a hell of a game. He was in every single position. He was shutting down Chris Luck, and he also, not just like killing Chris Luck, because as you look, Chris Luck only had 4 deaths. It's not that much, but he was removing him from the game. He was removing him from the map because Chris Luck would just get his mana burned every time when he was trying to look for some type of play around the map. So, yeah, great stuff from Quincy Crew, and like we said, just much better draft this time around. The last one just looked a little weird.
It did. I think, and still early days of the groups. Quincy Crew, they've definitely got time to find more of the magic that they're able to find with this game 2 draft and players. As I say, this is more of what you expect to see from Quincy Crew after what we've come to be used to seeing from them in previous times. But tough game 2 for Beastcoast. All in all, though, everything ends fair and equal here between these 2 teams as Beastcoast Quincy Crew ends 1-1 this 2-game series between them.